I'm about to build a complete dropshipping store from scratch, live right in front of you. Product research, store setup, ad creation, launching the full campaign, everything that you need to get your first sale. I've been doing this for close to a decade, and this is the exact process that I use to launch every single one of my stores right now. Like this one that I just scaled to over $100,000 in just 24 days, which I started with only $100. So if you're serious about making this work, grab a notepad, turn off distractions, and actually pay attention here. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, before I start building, let me explain the dropshipping model in the simplest way possible. So here's how it works, okay? You find a product being sold in China for $5. You list it on your own website for $30. You run ads for $10. And when someone comes to your website and buys it, you then pay your supplier $5 and they ship it directly to your customer. You never touch inventory. You never have to handle shipping. You just facilitate the transaction. And you keep the $15 difference as profit. And if you do that 10, 20, even 30 times a day, then you're making real money with this. Now, the reason that this works is simple. People don't want to wait 6 weeks for something to ship from AliExpress. They want their products fast, they want it reliable, and they want a trustworthy store experience. So that's a problem that we're solving as dropshippers, and that's what I'll be building with you today. The end goal right now isn't to build a massive empire on day one, but to get your first sale, prove the concept, and then scale from there. And achieving that comes down to just 3 pillars: finding the right product, building a trustworthy store, and creating ads that actually convert. If you understand these 3, the only factor capping your success will be your own work ethic. So let's start off with the foundation that everything else gets built on, which is your product. And not just any product, a winning product which you can identify with 4 simple attributes. The first is that it's just trending right now. I don't want something that was hot 2 years ago. I want proof that people are buying it today. 2, it solves a problem or has a wow factor. The product itself should do most of the selling. If I need to be a master marketer just to get people interested, it's probably the wrong product. Number 3 is that it's not available at a Target, Walmart, or any local store. If somebody can go drive 10 minutes and buy it locally, why would they come and buy it from me online? 4 is that it has high perceived value. I don't want to be sitting here selling cheap plastic junk. I want something that looks and feels premium. Now, these are the absolute must-haves that every winning product needs. And here's the process that I use to identify them every single time. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is head over here to Facebook ad library. And once you get on the screen, you're gonna notice a bunch of different filters, like the country and the ad category. I'm gonna keep it as United States, not just because I live in the United States, but because that's where a lot of winning products are. For ad categories, I'm gonna go ahead and click on all ad. And then when it says search by keyword or advertiser, here's where I can go ahead and put in different filter words. Now here you can use different pain points or body parts or whatever type of keywords you want to use to really kind of niche down on who you're trying to target to. But if you don't have the answer, you can also just use AI to do the work for you. So I'm gonna come over here to Gemini, and I just gave it this prompt saying using different pain points / body parts, help me choose a couple keywords that I can use to find some winning products for my dropshipping store. Let's go ahead and see what it comes up with. So I have things like tech neck and upper body, lower back and lumbar support, hand, wrist, and elbow, and a bunch of other terms that obviously go towards different pain points that people have. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with a couple of them. Okay, so it just gave me a good list of a bunch of different things that I can use, but I'm gonna go ahead and just narrow this down to like 3 to 5 keywords. So I have cervical traction, lumbar decompression, red light therapy, wrist relief. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the first one, which is cervical traction. Now that I've searched this keyword, I wanna go ahead and add in some filters. So obviously the main filter I wanna go ahead and start off with is active ads, because I only wanna be seeing things that are currently working today. And then for impressions by day, I'm just gonna go ahead and do like the last 30 days. So I went ahead and just put it as March 20th to April 20th or forward of showing me any type of ads that are currently running. Let's go ahead and see what comes up. Okay, we have a good amount of ads that are showing up. And I'm gonna go ahead and watch a couple of them. So I think this is some type of like neck stretching device. Same thing with this, it's kind of like a neck pillow that allows you to get better alignment whenever you're sleeping. And there's a good amount of ads that are currently running for this. All right, so that's the first keyword. Let me go ahead and try out a second one. This time I'm gonna go ahead and approach it with the lumbar support. And you see this right here, right? So you see the main product that we just saw at the very bottom, which is like the seat cushion, but then they even have this back cushion that pairs with it. And even though I'm looking for the main product right here, I have now just found an upsell product that is complementary to the main one that's selling, which gives me the opportunity of making even more money if I was able to pair these 2 things together. I'm actually pretty interested in that, so let me go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into this. I'm gonna go ahead and type in seat cushion and see what comes up. Okay, so here's one brand who's selling it, the Ortho Cushion. Here's another one, which is Lebo Luxury. Let's see what they got. Okay, so here's one ad right here from Ortho Cushion. Here's another one from Nordic Comforts. I think this is the one we just saw earlier. So here's one from Cushion Lab. It's the same product again. You have your portable seat cushion. You have the back pillow that goes with it. But now I just saw an extra upsell. Look at this, which is this foot cushion. So now it's like a 3-in-1 together. So honestly, I think this has a lot of opportunity behind it. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is look up these websites and see if they're actively running. So I'm gonna click shop now right here. I'm gonna come to this other example that we saw earlier as well. which was the ortho cushion, and go ahead and click shop now here. And then the third one was this Nordic Comfort. So let's go ahead and open this one up too. Okay, so we have this orthopedic seat cushion. They're selling it for $70. Here's a ortho comfort seat cushion. It's $45. And then here's a cloud cradle seat cushion, which you can see they're selling it for $72. Now look at what I was showing you guys earlier. I mean, look at these upsells though. You got the seat cushion, right? You got the back cushion, you got the deep seat pillow. You even have the foot cushion I was showing you guys earlier. So, I mean, there's definitely a lot going on here. Now, let me go ahead and head over to Amazon and type this product in, see what the reviews, see what the quality is behind it, and if there's even demand happening on this side. Okay, well, here's the exact same brand on Amazon. As you see, it has over 20,000 reviews, has like 4.3 stars. So, you know, the quality is definitely there. And there's a bunch of other brands as well. Let me go ahead and click into this and see what people are actively saying. Okay, now that I'm down to the reviews, I'm not going to just go and read these all myself. I'm still going to just use AI to my advantage. So let's go ahead and see what Gemini is going to say. And I'm just going to say, what are the positive and negative reviews that are summarized of this product? It says many users report significant relief from sciatica pain, tailbone, and lower back issues, ergonomic contouring. So it has like a good cradle shape behind it. It has good durability, and there's multiple different ways that you can use it. What people are saying they don't like about it is that it's kind of expensive. And some people are saying that it gets stiff in cold weather. So, but honestly, when I'm looking at this negative feedback, that just shows the quality behind the product. So if I do source this product from a supplier, all I have to do is just tell them, hey, I see these problems that are out there. I don't want to have the same problems whenever I sell it. So that's definitely a fixable problem. Now, let me go in and ask Gemini, what is the main pain points of why someone would buy it based off of the actual feedback? So like the main angles or the reasons why people are buying it is it says severe lower or body nerve pain. The bottoming out of cheap furniture is something that people are just annoyed about. Says old couches or budget office chairs have foam that flattens completely, leaving you sitting on the hard frame. Long distance commuting and travel. So like right away, I'm thinking I could use this for like office workers, for people who are working from home, but also maybe like Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, even, you know, truck drivers who are probably driving for long distances. Pregnancy discomfort, I didn't even think about this one, but that's a whole other angle that nobody's probably tapping into. And helping out with posture. So there's some good angles behind this product, I'm not gonna lie. So now that I validated what the pain points are behind this product, the next step is just validating who is actually getting the most traffic with the store. So if you are watching this live, I would recommend downloading this tool called SimilarWeb. SimilarWeb is just gonna show you how much traffic stores are getting and where they're getting it from. And the best thing is that this tool is free. Okay, so now let's go ahead and open up per each store and see who's getting the most traffic. Okay, so Cushion Lab is getting like 239,000 monthly visitors, averaging anywhere between like 250 to 300 plus thousand visitors, which is a lot. So there's 100% demand behind this product. Let's go ahead and check out the other competitors. So this one is newer. It has about 2.7 thousand, but you're noticing that it is spiking up in the last couple months. And then this competitor is sitting anywhere between like 15 to 30,000 visitors per month. So I already know that across the whole board that there's demand there, and all these stores are getting consistent traffic over the span of the last 3 months, which is telling me that there's obviously demand behind this and probably a really good entry point for me into the market. Now, before I continue, I do want to make sure there's not too many competitors out there in the market. So let me head back over here to Facebook ad library and see how many competitors are actively scaling with multiple different ads. So how I'm going to go ahead and do that is just first analyze all the ads that I'm seeing right here when I type in seat cushion. And how many times am I seeing them advertising different ads? So here's ortho cushion. Here's one ad. Let's see if we see any more. That's about like one major ad that's being ran right now. Really not seeing much else from them. Now this competitor is kind of showing velocity. It's this Sinlimva brand, which you see it's like one time right here, two times right here. And then as I scroll down, I'm seeing them a couple more times. Here's one right here and here's another one. But I don't think they're selling the same variant as the one that we saw before. So this is not the exact product that we just saw from the other competitors, but we can still take a lot from them. But I'm gonna go ahead and cancel them out for now. So with this exact product that we saw across those three competitors, there's honestly not a lot of competition that's happening. But let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper. I'm gonna go ahead and open up their Facebook pages and see how many ads that are actively running today. Now that I have the pages pulled up, I'm just gonna go ahead and click on this button right here, scroll down to transparency and privacy policy, and then click on go to ad library. And I'm just gonna do the same across all three of these brands. So with this Sinlimva, I mean, look at how many active ads are currently being ran right now for the seat cushion. Every time you see one of these active buttons, you know that means that they're actively pushing this today. And if they have this amount of active ads running, then obviously there's a demand behind this product. Now I'm gonna head over here to Cushion Lab and do the same thing. I mean, look at how many are running for Cushion Lab. All these are active as well. And then for Ortho Cushion, this is kind of like the only one that they have running right now, which is just this one ad, which is like a Black Friday sale, which is probably pretty dead by now because we're in April. And also for the last one with Nordic Comforts, you can see that they have a lot of ads being ran as well. So kind of right now with this seat cushion, you only have two big competitors that are running it on Facebook right now, which is Nordic and Cushion Lab, which is exactly what I want to see. I only want to see like 3 to 5 competitors that are currently scaling on this platform right now to show me that there's still enough room for me to enter in the market and still have the opportunity to succeed. Now I'm gonna do one more thing before we continue, which is just asking it like, what are the main marketing angles that they're putting behind this product? And I'm gonna do that for Nordic Comforts, since that's one of our biggest competitors, as well as Cushion Lab. Okay, so for Nordic Comforts, they're going with the angle of like the daily grind / productivity angle. So probably towards like those office workers I was talking about. They have the fear / high stakes health angle. Pretty good hook. They said something like, breaking news, your chair might be killing you. The 55+ miracle angle. So they're going after that older audience with this type of product. So it's really about like working from home, having comfort, and more towards the older age. Now for Cushion Lab, they're doing more things like the cloud-like sensory experience. So, you know, basically selling the experience that you get from using the product. The productivity and work from home angle, which is what we already validated earlier. So that's definitely one angle that we know we're going to move forward with. They have the travel and on the go luxury angle, which the other competitor was not showing. So basically I have like 4 to 5 angles with this product. I have like the older age angle. I have the travel on the go angle. I have the just getting a better experience for sitting for long hours and getting that cloud-like experience angle compared to like sitting on a regular bench or a hard chair. I have the pain relief and the lumbar support and the posture correction angle and a couple more, but basically I have a pretty good understanding of what this product is, who it's for, and what it needs to do. And I got that all done with using AI in basically around like 10 minutes or less. So I personally use a tool called AutoDS that makes this process of product research a lot faster and probably even more accurate. Now, this is completely optional. You can do everything I just showed you manually for free. But what AutoDS does have is a built-in AdSpy tool that pulls all of this data inside one single place. So instead of checking Facebook ad library, then Amazon, then SimilarWeb, and all the other tabs that we pulled up, you can actually head into AutoDS and see the engagement metrics, trending products, and active ads all in one single dashboard. And if you want to check it out, there's a link in the description with a 3-day trial. So for those of you watching this live and want to get that extra edge and really just speed up this whole process, I'm gonna quickly demonstrate how I use it to get the best results. So here we are logged into AutoDS. And if I was back at square one and I needed to find a winning product compared to what we just found earlier, which I'm probably going to go ahead and move forward with, this is what I would do. So I have this marketplace section where you can search different things like I just did in Facebook ad library. So I can type in like lumbar pain or wrist pain in here, or any of those keywords I just mentioned earlier, and it can bring me up a bunch of different products that go with that. For example, if I type in lumbar pain, you're going to see all these products that show up right away. If I didn't know what to search and I just wanted to see what was actively just popping right now, I could use the handpicked product section. This is like uploading products basically like every hour that are currently winning in the market based off of the data that AutoDS is pulling, which is like how much engagement things are getting, how many views things are getting, all the validation that we just showed earlier. The next section you can use is this AdSpy section, very similar to the marketplace where you can type in certain keywords like lumbar support, but instead of it pulling up products, it's just going to go ahead and pull up the ads behind it. So if I type in lumbar support, as you see, it's going to show me different ads that are running, and look at how crazy this is. It's showing me the exact product that we were just looking for earlier, which is wild. Now, it's not the exact product we were looking for, but it was that other variation from that other competitor that we saw. And then the biggest section that I like to use is honestly this TikTok analytics section. And this section is going to show you a lot more data, like how many sales it's currently getting per day, what are the ads that are working the best in the market, who are the competitor stores, and a whole lot more. But since I already know the product that I want to move forward with, now I'm going to show you how to use AutoDS to further validate that. So I'm going to come over here to the AdSpy section, and I'm going to go ahead and type in the product itself, which is a seat cushion. And as you can see, there's multiple different filters that I can use. Like I can filter by likes, the link product, the call to action button. For now, I want to go ahead and filter by likes because I want to see anything that is getting the most engagement behind it. I can also come to the training product section and type in seat cushion here as well and see what comes up. And as you see, I mean, there's multiple different people who have been selling this. This one had like 6,000 sold, good amount of reviews. As I scroll down, I can get the ads that are actually running for this product, which you can see that this is the same one we saw with the ads earlier. And it's giving me even more information, like the product description, like, okay, what does the product do? Obviously it gives premium memory foam, it's convenient, it has material that is safe. Like, I'm getting a lot of information here as well. And basically everything that we just validated manually online, it's all inside one single place for me, and I get to see all the competitors across the landscape. So with that, our foundation is now set. We definitely have a product that people are buying, we know that it's trending, and we have proof that it's profitable. Now from here, we need somewhere to actually sell this type of product, aka our store. Now you might think that this part will take you weeks or cost you hundreds of dollars to do, but that is far from the truth. Now, your Shopify store literally needs to do 3 simple things, okay? It needs to look trustworthy, it needs to be able to explain the product clearly, and make it very easy for the customer to buy. That's it. The more that you overcomplicate it, the higher the chance of these fundamental functions falling to the sidelines. And that is the real trap that you want to avoid here. Now, you can take the standard route and go ahead and build this manually using Shopify's free themes. That works perfectly fine. It does take a little bit longer, but I will say it's completely doable. But for me, I personally use a tool called the AI Store Builder to eliminate as much human error as possible while also saving time. And no need to worry about this thing being so expensive to use. It actually is completely free. And since it's the only one that I use for every single one of my stores, I'll be using it through this walkthrough as well. All right, so the first thing you're gonna go ahead and do is land on this page. As you see, again, it is a free AI built Shopify store done for you in less than 2 minutes. So it's gonna click on this button that says build my free store. Then we're just gonna go ahead and enter some simple details. Here it's gonna say, how did you hear about this? You can honestly just skip this for now. And since it's not one of these niches, it is perfectly fine for me to go ahead and click on I'm not sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on that, click done. Now it's gonna go ahead and give me some random images that I can go ahead and choose from for my homepage. Now you're not stuck to anything throughout the store builder, okay? Even the I'm not sure is not gonna make you just have a terrible store. It's still gonna build you out. It's still gonna build out everything the same, but it's gonna allow you to fully come in and customize the little bit of things right after it's built out. Same thing here with your banners, is you're not stuck to any of these banners, so just go ahead and choose 2. I'm gonna click these 2 and then click done. Now the next thing we need to do is go ahead and create our Shopify account. So let's go ahead and click on Access Shopify. And here, because you're using the store builder, you're actually gonna get an exclusive deal that you can't find anywhere else, which is gonna give you 3 months of Shopify for only $1 a month. Crazy, okay? 3 months, only $3, like absolutely insane. So now that we're on this page, let's go ahead and enter the same exact email that we just signed up with. And then it's just gonna ask you a couple quick questions that you can go ahead and skip through. Okay, now it's asking us to create a new store. And as you can see, here's what I was talking about earlier, 3 months for $1. Now here, you just need to go ahead and enter some basic information. Again, you're not gonna get charged anything because it is a 3-day free trial. But then after that, it will charge you that $1 per month. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter my credit card information real quick. Now it's gonna ask you to go ahead and choose a plan. So you see there's basic, there's grow, and advance. Now this is what's gonna charge you at the end of the 3 months. And honestly, you don't need anything besides a basic plan. So let's go ahead and do try basic. Now it's gonna ask you like, where are you gonna sell? And you can just go ahead and skip all of this. So just go ahead and click skip customize setup. And now our store is officially built. And now we actually have a Shopify store. So we just made it past 99% of what people never actually get through. So from here, let's head back over here to the store builder. We've already created our Shopify account. So let's go ahead and click on done. Now we need to go ahead and link our Shopify store. So with the store that we just built, we want to come back to it. We want to go ahead and copy this URL. So go ahead and copy the whole entire thing. Come back over here to the store builder and then go ahead and paste it and then click save. Now that that's entered, let's go ahead and click done. Now it says we need to go ahead and grab our Shopify discount. So let's go ahead and click on Access Shopify. It's going to take us back over here to the Shopify store again. And now we're actually going to subscribe. So this is where we're going to go ahead and start the free trial right now. So to do that, go ahead and click on subscribe. Again, you see it says today trial is free, but in 3 days, it's going to charge me that $1. Okay, so we have now signed up. Let's head back over here to the store builder and click on done. And now we need to go ahead and install the Build Your Store app. So go ahead and click on install app. It's going to take us back to Shopify. Now we're going to go ahead and click on install. You see it's rendering now because I just installed the app. And now it's going to say pick your store type, free beginner store or professional one product store. Now here you can probably just go ahead and get started with the free beginner store, as it will still fully customize everything out for you. But if you do want to do less work when it comes to building out the product page, I do recommend the professional one product store, as it's going to save you so much work. But for this, we're going to go and stick with the free example. So let's go ahead and click on free beginner store and then click on complete. And let's go ahead and go to the next step. So now we're on the step of actually getting this thing customized throughout. So it says make your store unique. Go ahead and click on customize my store. And now you see the AI starting to do the work. It's saying customizing the store. And what it's doing is it's making this store unique to us, meaning that it's not going to be similar to any other store out there on the market. So if you do want products already loaded into your store, you can go ahead and do that through AutoDS. And since we already registered with AutoDS earlier, this part is super simple. I'm going to go ahead and click on register to AutoDS, then click on done. And now it's going to go ahead and preload me with a couple winning products. And just like that, our Shopify store is now live. And now before we go and click on access my store, we do need to remove the password of the store. So we need to go over here and click on store password. We need to go ahead and turn this off where it says password protection, and then go ahead and click on save. Come back over here to the store builder and click on access my store. And just like that, we have our store now officially built. And it just did about 80% of the work for us. And now all we need to do is just customize the extra 20%. And then the rest of the stuff that you're seeing in the store builder, you can just go ahead and skip right through it. Okay, so now the only thing we need to update from here is just a couple images, our promo bar, and just getting our main product added. So let's go ahead and do this together. I'm gonna come back over here to Shopify. I'm gonna click on online store, and then now I'm gonna go ahead and click on edit theme. And now this is gonna bring us to the back end of Shopify so we can start editing everything that's inside of here. Now I already have the competitors up, so I'm just gonna base myself off of the things that are already working in the market. So this one says early Mother's Day sale up to 35% off plus free shipping. This one says enjoy 50% off Insta-Day fast shipping. And this one says spring sale 30% off plus free shipping. So I know that predominantly a lot of these people are doing free shipping. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my announcement bar pretty similar. I'm gonna come over here to announcement bar. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and trash all of this that's already in here. I'm gonna click on free shipping, and I'm just gonna name this pretty much the same as what our competitors did. Now we have our main hero image right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and change this out as well. So I'm gonna come over here to pixels.com, and this can give you a lot of free images that are very high quality. And I'm gonna type in something like relief to see what type of images show up. And I'm gonna go with the direction of like the office workers smiling, since that was like one of the main angles that we're seeing. So I'm gonna go with this one, for example. Now I'm gonna come back over here to Shopify. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this image, select image, and now I'm gonna go ahead and upload the image that we just downloaded. So I'm gonna click on add files. Now the image is uploaded. Let's go ahead and click on done. And I'm just gonna change the heading to something like this, saying a new level of all day comfort. And I'll just add a quick little subheading to it as well, like instant relief, sit all day in comfort. I'm gonna go ahead and click save now. And now before I continue any more with the homepage, I just need to make sure that I have a product that can be the main product that you're seeing on the homepage. So I'm gonna head over here to products. You can see that they already uploaded a bunch of different products when I was using the store builder. I'm gonna click add product, and I'm just gonna go ahead and name the product like Day Cloud Ergonomic Lumbar Seat Cushion. And now before I continue building anything else out, I'm just gonna go ahead and use a cloner app to make this product page be built in only a couple seconds. So I'm gonna come over here to the App Store, and I'm gonna type in cloner. And I'm gonna click on this product cloner to copy products, and then go ahead and click on install. And it does have a 7-day trial with this, so you can basically pretty much finesse those first couple of days. And now it's saying, let's go ahead and clone your first product. So I'm gonna come over here to the competitor store. I'm gonna go ahead and copy it, and I'm gonna go ahead and paste it in here and click on find products. So here's the product that they have on the store. So let's go ahead and click on clone. And right now it's basically spinning the wheels and doing the work for us. Once it's done, you're gonna go ahead and click on clone products. I'm gonna go into the main product that we just cloned, name it, and then go ahead and click on save. Back over here to products again. And then now I'm gonna click on share, and then click on set as active. And now if we actually click on the product itself and click on view, and now you're gonna see a basic product page that's been built out for this product, which will come in and we'll fully customize here in a little bit. But now since we have our featured product, let's go ahead and build out the rest of the home page. So let's come back over here to online store, click edit theme, and then let's go ahead and delete all these rows right here. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this one, the icon bar, the videos, and now let's go ahead and add a section. So we're gonna go ahead and add a section called feature product. And now we need to go ahead and select the product, which is the product that we just built out. So we're gonna go ahead and click on select, click on our main product, click X, and now we wanna go ahead and drag this up right under the slideshow. So now as you see, we have our banner at the top, we have our main image here with a really high quality statement of a new level of all day comfort. And then we have our main product right under that. Now after that, what we want to go ahead and do is add a section, and this is going to be rich text. So this is going to be like the mission statement of our store. We want to take this and we want to drag it right under the featured product. And to make this easy, I'm gonna go ahead and make AI do all the work for me. I'm gonna copy our competitor link. I'm gonna come back to our store, click on Ask Gemini. I say, here's my competitor store. Give me a mission statement that I can go ahead and move forward with. So I'll go with something like this, the wellness first approach. So I'll use this one for example. So I'm gonna come back over here to the rich text, and then in the heading, I'm gonna go ahead and change this to this. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my mission statement right below that. And then for buttons, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this button off. Okay, it's starting to come together. Now I'm gonna go ahead and click on save. Now the next section I'm gonna go ahead and add is the testimonial section. So let's go ahead and take this testimonial and drag it right up, right under the rich text. And now I'm gonna come back over here to pixels, and I'm gonna go ahead and show some images that I can use for these reviews so you can see real people leaving real reviews. So I'm just gonna type in women smiling. She looks like she's in a little bit older demographic, which is probably who we're gonna be going after. So I'm gonna go ahead and take her. All right, so I just got some images for the testimonial section. So let's go ahead and get them updated. So this first one's gonna be the image of the older lady. And now I'm gonna go ahead and upload the rest of them. And you guys know I'm lazy, so I'm just going to use AI to write out these testimonials. So let's go ahead and fill out the text for each one of these. All right, we got the first one done. Let's go ahead and knock out 2 and 3. Okay, now we have all 3 testimonials in. Go ahead and check it out. Now that we have the testimonials in, let's go ahead and click save again. Now the next section I'm going to go ahead and add is our email sign up. So I just went ahead and said something like, don't miss out on our hot deals. Be the first to know about the new collections and exclusive offers. Now I'm going to take this email form and I'm going to go ahead and drag it right under the heading. People can go ahead and enter the email. That's basically it for the homepage. So let's go ahead and click on save and check out what we got. The next step is just getting our brand colors in place. Now for this product, what I'm basically seeing in the market is like the blues and the purples. So I'm gonna go with something very similar. So to change these colors, I'm gonna go ahead and click on theme settings here at the top left, come down to colors, and I'm gonna go ahead and change the color to being some type of bluish purple. Let's go ahead and go with this right here. Now, anytime that you do choose a color, you wanna make sure that you save this somewhere. So here's the color I'm gonna go ahead and go forward with, and I'm gonna go ahead and save this in my notes. Now, as you see right now, we do have the colors and the images in place, but we do not have the logo created yet. We will come back to that. But let's go ahead and update the rest of our store to match these brand colors. So basically any place that's not purple, I'm just gonna make it that purple color. So I'm gonna come in here to accent 1. I'm gonna go ahead and choose that same exact color. Come down to accent 2. Come down and choose that exact same color. All right, now we have our store branded into the right position. You see you're having purple, white, and black as our main colors. And we have a very clean, simple homepage. Now we need to go ahead and get the product page fully built out. So to do that, I like to come back over here to online store, click on edit theme again. Instead of going to homepage, now we want to come down to products. And now we want to go ahead and click on the product that we just moved forward with. So the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is just get a big drive of a bunch of content that I can put on this product page. And I'm gonna do this by looking through Google, looking through my competitor stores, making sure whatever I'm taking is not branded, it doesn't have any logos, and it's something that I can legitimately use. And once I start collecting everything, the next step is just to go ahead and delete everything that's already in here right now. So you see this image right here doesn't have any like logos or tags or anything. Okay, so now I basically cleared everything out, and you can see here's a starting point. So I have my main image, I have the product name, I have some variants to buy more and get a discount. This is gonna get updated here in a little bit. This is also gonna get updated here in a little bit. I'm gonna put in some client reviews, but this is basically the starting point. So on the competitor story, here's like some of the main things that they had at the very top of their product page. So I'm gonna keep this very similar. Head back over here to my Shopify store, head back into Gemini, and I just went ahead and took the text that was right at the top of the store, and I just said like keep 90% and make mine 10% better. Okay, I got the text. I'm gonna go ahead and now enter it in this section right here. Now I'm gonna take this image right here, and as you see, it does have some of the tags on there. So I'm gonna head over here to Ecom Boss, upload the image. I just said keep everything the same, just remove the tags on the side of the pillow. And now let's go ahead and generate it. And just like that, in a couple seconds, I mean, look at how crazy AI is. Now I got the image, so let me go ahead and download it. Now I'm gonna head back over here to my store, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add a section. So you see I said, you know, write out a section with this image with text. Here's the competitor, but it really came out with something great. The total body alignment, the ultimate ergonomic duo. I think that's a pretty good headline. All right, we got the headline in. Let's go ahead and change the text. All right, so now we have the image with text section in, and let's go ahead and drag this up. So now it's looking like this. Obviously, we don't have pricing in yet, and we don't have this set up yet, but you can see it comes straight down to this really high quality, clean text with a small description. I think this ultimately looks really great right now. All right, let's go ahead and add our next section. So we're gonna come back over here, click on add section, go back to image with text. And now since the first one was an image, I like to follow that up with a GIF, so you can see both variations. So we already started collecting some of those brand assets later, so let me go ahead and upload one of these first GIFs. All right, now we got the GIF in. Let's go ahead and change the headline and text to go ahead and match. Okay, since the first one was on the left, let's go ahead and make the second one on the right. So we're gonna come back in here to the second section, and right here where it says desktop image placement, we're gonna go ahead and make image second. So now you see it shifted over here to the right side. And honestly, I like this little break right here in between this image and this image, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that, and then now fully customize this. And I'm gonna go ahead and click on multi-column, and instead of this rich text section, I'm gonna go ahead and replace it with multi-column. And I'm gonna say something like trusted by over 10,000 comfort seekers. And now I'm gonna go ahead and input those review images from real customers showing that they're using the product. We've already screenshotted those earlier, so let's go ahead and get these added. Okay, here's the first. Now let's go ahead and upload 2 and 3. Okay, here's the second. And here is the third. And now for each one, I'm just gonna enter some quick information about who they are and why they bought the product. Again, I'm no copywriter. I'm assuming you guys aren't copywriters, so you should just use AI to help you out with this. Okay, I got the first review in, and I was gonna add in some star emojis so it looks like it's very high quality rated. And I was gonna follow the same pattern across every single one of them. Just changing up the names, changing up the name. Okay, let me go back to my other text. Okay, now let me get the rest of this text uploaded. Something like this. You see how it says trusted by over 10,000 comfort seekers, and now you're seeing real people actually using the product in real time. Plus a good review from them. And then right after that, you can see the product actually being used. Okay, I'm telling you guys, it's not looking too bad. So we have the top section finished. We have the first image with text hero image created. Then we have this section right here that's showing that a lot of people trust our brand to help out with that brand credibility. Now we have some movement going on and a really good hero image. And now I want to go ahead and put a section of like why us versus other people. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out. So this section is actually called a comparison table, and we're gonna go ahead and start off with a heading. So I said something like this, like why choose our product, and then a quick statement of why people should do it. And now I need to go ahead and update this comparison chart. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and list out like 5 or 6 reasons why somebody should buy our product versus buying from other brands or other seat cushions out there. And again, I'm not gonna do the work. I'm just gonna come over here to Gemini and ask it to do it for me. I just said like, so what are the top 5 reasons that someone buy this seat cushion over others? And as you can see, it's giving a lot of great information. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste this over. All right, we got our table in. Let's go ahead and continue this thing through. All right, so now the next section I'm gonna go ahead and input is like that real desire, that real feeling, that real emotion that people get from using this type of product. Like what is the real pain they're having and how is this going to be the solution? So how I'm gonna go ahead and lay this out is through a multi-column again. But this time I'm only gonna go ahead and do 2 columns. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this one, and now I'm gonna go ahead and build this thing out. So first thing I'm gonna go ahead and put is like a hero statement. Something like this: sitting shouldn't hurt. Most chairs aren't designed for your body, and it shows. And now I'm gonna show like the problem and then the solution with using our product. And of course, every time I talk about something, I wanna highlight it with an image or a video as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out. All right, we got the problem in. Let's go ahead and input the solution. Okay, we got that now inputted. Now the last section I'm gonna go ahead and add is a frequently asked questions section. This way I can eliminate any type of customer concern, them reaching out an email, or potentially missing out on a sale because I didn't answer everything up front right here. So to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and click on add section. I'm gonna do collapsible content, and now I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing filled out. So same thing as before, I'm gonna go to this competitor website, I'm gonna look through their frequently asked questions, and then make my own based off of what is already working. All right, you see it's working. Let's go ahead and get this thing inputted. All right, here's question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, and here's question number 4. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the text inside each one of them. All right, we got the questions answered. Now let's go ahead and change the title. And look at that, it's looking real clean, I'm not gonna lie. All right, now that we got that inputted, let's go ahead and click on save. All right, we got the product page now officially done. Now all we need to do is go ahead and update the pricing. Now, as you see, again, this competitor is currently selling this product for around $72. This competitor is $45, and this competitor is $69.95. So kind of to be right in the middle, I think I'm gonna stick with the $69.95. So now I'm gonna come back over here to products, come to my product, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the price at $69.95. Now, one thing I always do is add a comparison price so that people are seeing that they're actually getting a deal. And what you saw earlier is I put inside the announcement bar that they'd be getting 50% off. So what I need to do is take this $69.95 and I need to multiply it by 2 and put that as the comparison price. So I'm gonna go ahead and check mark this, click on these 3 dots and click edit prices. So now all I need to do is just click on the variant itself and then click on this button that says compare at. Now $69.95 times 2 comes out to $139.95, and we're gonna reflect that on every single variant. So let me go ahead and knock the rest of these out. All right, just like that, we have our 4 variants that all have images added to them and a compare price. So let's go ahead and check out our finalized product page. As you see, I have this high quality image right at the top of the store, going after the customers that I know I'm gonna be going after. 1 being older age, and you're seeing older women right here. 2, office workers or people who work from home, which you can clearly see I'm highlighting here. And really just people who are looking for that all-day comfort. I have the early Mother's Day sale, early 50% off plus free shipping. Why did I choose that? Because I utilized Google Trends to my advantage. I mean, look at when it popped off last year. I mean, it went crazy from like April 19th all the way up until May 3rd. It is now April 20th right now. You're already seeing it starting to upward trend again. So this is the perfect holiday to go ahead and put on my store. And it's just targeting such a wide variety of people with this. So really great job with that. Now I have my main feature product right here on the homepage. I have my mission statement, what clients are saying, all the way down to my footer. Now let's go ahead into the product page itself. Now I'm noticing that these colors are a little off. So let me go ahead and fix that. All right, I just got the pink done, and now let me go ahead and update the orange and the yellow. And here's the last one for gray. Now let's go ahead and click on save. Now I want to go ahead and still keep this thing branded throughout, so I'm gonna go ahead and change this add to cart button to be being our main color of purple. Now let's go ahead and click on save and look at the finalized version. Okay, so we have our main product right here that says Day Cloud Ergonomic Lumber Seat Cushion. We have our 4 different colors. When I click on a color, as you see, it's going to take me to the variant itself. I got my main opening statement right here of what people will be buying this product for. I have my quantity discount already in place where if they buy 2, they save more. If they buy 3, they save even more. We scroll down, we have our first main hero image right at the top talking about what our product is. Scrolling down, we got some trust and some social currency. Now we're actually getting some attention by having some images and some visuals actually moving. And I love how it says cushion that hugs you back. And I mean, you see it hugging them. Then why choose us over other people? And then showing the problem and then the solution all the way down to the FAQs. So I'm letting you guys know it's only took me about like 30 minutes to do. And I mean, look at how clean this page looks like. If I can do this from scratch, would you guys just watch me do the whole thing? There's no way that you guys can't do it too. Now, the last step that we need to do here is go ahead and get our logo created. So now I'm gonna come back over here to Ecom Boss. I'm gonna go to product content and I'm gonna go to logo generator. We're gonna go ahead and put our brand name in. So I already named this brand Cloud Today. For industry, I'm gonna go ahead and do e-commerce. For our color palette, we want it to be the same color as our store, which is this purple color. And then for inspiration, I'm gonna go ahead and put our competitor's logo in there. All right, let's go ahead and click generate and see what it comes up with. I basically gave it no prompt at all. I just gave it the name of the store and who our competitor is. And we're gonna go ahead and get this logo back now. So now it just gave us our first variation of it. The only thing I'm gonna do different is just make sure it's using the right color palette. So I'm gonna come back over here, take my color palette note, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put the color palette in there and we're gonna go ahead and refine design. I like this one the best, so we're gonna go ahead and move forward with it. So now I'm gonna come back over here to my Shopify store now that I have the logo. And now I'm just gonna come to Shopify Sidekick. I'm gonna upload my logo and I'm just gonna tell it to update my logo. And just like that, I have my logo now inputted and the store is officially done. Now, one thing you're gonna notice is the default Shopify domain, which is this like random domain with all these random letters, which we all know is not very professional. So what we wanna do now is get a .store domain to make it look like a real storefront. And this is honestly one of the easiest changes that you can make, but it adds just so much credibility because your domain is the first thing that people see. Now, I personally get all my domains from Radix because it's specifically built for e-commerce and I found them to offer the best user experience. Now, of course, there's a lot of alternatives out there, but I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate getting your domain from there because it's the website that I prefer to use. If you do wanna follow along, I'll leave a link down below in the description as well. But I wanna show you guys the one simple choice that will just instantly make your store more trustworthy and have customers feeling confident the moment they land on it. Look, if your site doesn't feel trustworthy, I mean, customers have no choice but to exit. So how do you fix that? It's all about just starting with your domain. Listen, using a .store domain will instantly signal to customers that this is an online store, and studies show that you can get more visibility, more clicks, and more sales just by using a .store domain. So it's really no wonder why Rihanna, Emirates Airlines, Mr. Beast, Speed, they're all using a .store domain. And actually right now, you can grab one for just 99 cents for your first year. So if you want your store to look more official from day one, use my code ACStore to get started, and I'll also leave the link right below this video as well. Now, one thing you're gonna see on my store is that we have it fully built out, but we don't have all the extra stuff yet. And some of the things you don't need to buy right away is like your paid review apps. You really don't have to have too many reviews up front. I already added them throughout the whole store, multiple different places. So you can basically just stick with that. Email marketing apps will come, you just don't have any customers yet. Upsell apps aren't really necessarily needed because you haven't made a sale yet. And we already have the pre-template ones for like the quantity discount where you saw earlier if somebody buys more, they save more. So honestly, right now, this is the perfect foundation that you need. You don't really need to spend money on apps until you're making sales. Now that we're done with all of this, okay, getting the homepage, the product page, the domain, the logo, everything, the store is basically good enough to start taking orders. Now, obviously it's not perfect, but it is functional and professional looking. So at this point, I mean, it looks like we're all set, right? Well, I'll be real with you, that's not the case because we cannot actually fulfill orders without having a supplier. And this is perhaps the hardest part to navigate on your own. I mean, I can't even count the amount of mistakes that I made here when I first started that ended up costing me so much money and months of wasted time and years of the progress that I probably could have had if I would have chose the right supplier. But luckily, you can skip all of that because I'm gonna show you exactly what to do and what to avoid. Let me go in and show you how to get this thing set up. And now the first thing we want to go ahead and do is connect our stores. So let's go ahead and click on this. Now you want to go ahead and click on add store. Make sure Shopify is selected and then go ahead and click on authorize. And now you're going to see Team Drop show up and we want to go ahead and click on install. and then go ahead and click on install again. Once the store is officially connected, you'll see this pop up right here where it says added store success. Now that the store is connected, all we have to do is go ahead and source our product. And I'm gonna make this super easy for myself. I'm just gonna go ahead and upload the image that we got from our competitor store, so I don't have to do really too much extra work. So let me go ahead and screenshot this, come back to Team Drop, go to images, and we're gonna go ahead and upload the image that we just screenshotted. And now it's basically just searching for the product, and here you go. You can see all these variants that we have available right now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and choose this one for example, and what you're gonna notice is that we're able to get this product for $4.11 plus $11.96 for shipping, coming out to a total price of $16.07. Every single product that I'm looking for a minimum of 3x my cost of goods to my selling price. So let's go back to the store real quick, and as you can see, we're selling it for $69.95. So I'm gonna take out my handy dandy calculator, and I'm gonna do $69.95 divided by 3, which comes out to $23.31 if I want to get 3x my margin from the cost of goods to the selling price. So here I'm like realistically getting close to 4x just on this product alone. So I'm cool with moving forward with the supplier. I mean, I'm getting over 4x my return. You're seeing it's gonna only take around 7 to 15 days to actually ship the product, and only 1 to 3 days to actually process it. So on average, I'm really gonna be looking at anywhere between like 8 to 12 days shipping on this product. And that is really, really good, especially in the e-commerce space. And mind you, I mean, they have all the variants that we noticed earlier. I mean, here's a blue one right here. Here's a black version available. And all the other suppliers that we saw have multiple different variants too, and they're all averaging that same cost of goods. So since I want to go ahead and move forward with this, the next step I'm gonna go ahead and do is just go ahead and list it to the store. So I'm gonna click list. We already have the store selected. For collection, we're gonna go ahead and choose the collection behind our product. Then once you come down to the variant picking, you can choose whatever variants that work best for you and whatever variants that you want to go ahead and sell. I'm already selling majority of these variants, so I'm just going to keep it all the same. As you can see, they're giving me way more images than even what I only had on my store, so that's another advantage of using the right type of supplier. Then after all of that, we want to go ahead and click on list now. And now this supplier is connected to the product that we are currently selling. So basically, every single time that I get an order into my store, I don't have to do anything. Team Drop is already connected to it. They're gonna see the order. They already know the product that I'm selling, and they're able to handle the full fulfillment with me being able to have my hands completely off. Now, mind you, okay, I just came to AliExpress. I just looked for the exact same item, and you're seeing that they're selling it for $48.25. I was able to source it for $16. This is why it is so imperative to make sure you're using the right supplier. So now I have everything connected, and when someone buys, Team Drop handles everything for me, and I don't have to touch a single thing. So if one of you guys or anybody lands on my product page right now, you can buy it and it will be shipped out and fulfilled automatically. But obviously nobody's landing on my page yet because we need traffic, and that means that we need ads. And this is easily one part that many people get stuck on because they just don't know what a great ad should look like. So to help you avoid it, let's make a killer ad together. Now, your ad is the first impression that people have of your product. If it sucks, they're just gonna scroll right past it in half a second. If it hooks them, they will click into your product page. And the structure of a good ad is stupid simple. All you need is a hook, a body, and a call to action. So let's go ahead and break it down, right? Starting off with your hook. Your hook needs to stop the scroll in the first 3 seconds. And this is the most important part of your entire ad. Here, you just really want to make them curious or show them a problem that they recognize. And with the body, you want to show the product in action. So here you're like demonstrating the value and you're making them visualize themselves using. And lastly is the call to action. And this is where you're just basically telling them what to do next. Like shop now or get yours today or whatever. You just want to give them the next step, which is coming to your website and buying from you. That's it. Hook, body, call to action. Do not overdo it. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, the old way of doing this was a mess, okay? You're downloading clips from TikTok, you're writing scripts in ChatGPT, you're generating voiceovers in a separate tool, editing everything in CapCut, and somehow trying to hold it all together, where each and every single step is a new app, a new subscription, a new login, and a new place for things to fall apart. So instead, I use a tool called Ecom Boss that puts the entire creative process in one place. Product photos, cinematic video, full ad creatives, all powered by the best AI models in the world, all under one roof. Let me go and show you how I'd use it to build the ads for this exact product. Now, you guys already saw me using it earlier for my product images, as well as creating my logo, but now we're gonna go ahead and use it for the ads. And not just creating the ads, but it's also gonna give me ad copy, headlines, thumbnails, everything that I need to start launching with this product right away. Now, I'm not gonna bore you guys to death, but I am gonna show you how I approach this situation. So whenever I'm marketing, I like to have still images and I like to have videos. So I'm gonna come to product content and I'm gonna do angle factory. And what I'm doing here is I'm basically just getting still images for my product. Now I don't have any images in my product, so this is actually going to create it with AI. Let me go ahead and show you how. So this is what I'm gonna use inside my carousel ad as well as my still image ad, which I will explain all of this here in a little bit. All right, so I just uploaded the first image and let's go ahead and click on continue to configure. Now here I have multiple different angles. I can do the hero front, I can do a top down angle, a lifestyle angle, and I'll even do a close up. Let's go ahead and generate these 6 angles and see what it comes up with. Mind you, the craziest thing is that this is about to be from one little still image. I'm about to get all of this, and this is only scratching the surface. Wait till I show you what else this thing can do. Look how crazy this is. I mean, you literally cannot beat this. Now obviously I'm gonna run this through one more time to get rid of any of these tags, but all of this came from straight AI and only having one image up front. But now that I have this, let me show you what I can do next. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do a click to add. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload the image itself. I'm gonna click on UGC ad. Let's go ahead and go after some type of older woman for this because we know that that's our target demographic. We can go with this lady right here. We can even come down and choose a voice that we want to go with, but I'm gonna go ahead and choose this voice. Now that I've chose the avatar, I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a quick ad script. Now, I'm personally not gonna do any of the work here. I'm gonna come back over here to Facebook ad library, go back to Gemini, and I just went and said, give me a good ad script that I can use in my own ad for a 40-year-old woman in the office who uses this because of discomfort and back pain. Base it off of the best performing ads here. So let's go ahead and see the exact prompt that it gives me. And it came back with this. It's a 40-year-old woman, works in office, has back pain, needs comfort because of all day sitting. And let's go ahead and click on generate UGC ad. Now we are starting to cook. Okay, so I just got a couple UGC variations back, and now I'm gonna go ahead and create a couple more ads just without any people in it to have a little bit of combination between the two. Basically, what I'm trying to walk out of this with is like around like 5 to 10 different ads, so I can start marketing this right away. All right, so the first one's done. I'm gonna go ahead and create a couple more and I'll show you all what I have at the very end of this. So I'm gonna do some UGC, some still images, some carousel, multiple different variations of content that we can go ahead and put out for this. Because I don't know what's gonna hit. I don't know what's gonna work the best. The only thing that's gonna tell me is data. But the only way I'm gonna be able to get the data is if I have enough creatives that are actually pushing to gather this data to allow me to get the right type of decision behind what is working and obviously what is not. And look, here's another one I just created with no input, no prompt, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and use this and add a little bit of audio behind it as well. So let me go ahead and knock out the rest of these creatives and I'm gonna come back when they're all finished. All right, so let me go ahead and show you some of the variations that we have. So we have this as one of our ads that's just kind of like a product showcase, just showing the product in real time. I'm just gonna add a little bit of text to this and honestly, it should be good. I have all my still images, so I'm gonna go ahead and use some of these still images in my ad as well to kind of make a carousel. So let me go ahead and pull up some of these ads so you can see what I'm working with. And you wanna know what's crazy is this is literally all AI. This is where drop shipping is going, and either you get with it or you get lost. I mean, I was able to make all these ads in less than like 20 to 30 minutes, and look at how high quality these are.
I need real comfort all day at my desk. Honestly, I picked memory foam for steady lasting support. I feel less pressure and more support instantly. I stay comfy on long drives. No sore hips. I'm grabbing one for every chair at home.
Telling you guys, the world of AI, this thing is going crazy. So at this point, I mean, these are ready to launch. I don't need any type of editing app and I don't have to do any type of back and forth between 5 different tools. These are done. And I can come in and add extra hooks to these and make multiple more variations, but I think that this is gonna be good to launch. Now the goal here is not going viral right off the bat, but getting data so that we can optimize and start moving towards it. So we really just wanna see like, okay, are people clicking? Do they add the product to the cart? Do they buy? If yes, we scale. But if no, you adjust or move to the next product. It is that simple. Let me go ahead and show you how to set this up in the Facebook Ads Manager. The first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is go to business.facebook.com. From here, you want to go ahead and scroll down and go to Ads Manager and then go to Campaigns. Now, the first thing you need to go ahead and do is just get your ad account and your business manager set up. And I have a video right here that will walk you through the exact full setup of that. So now that we're on the Facebook Ads Manager, the next thing we want to go ahead and do is set up our first campaign. So to do that, go ahead and click on Create, come down, click on Sales, and then click Continue. Now, we want to go ahead and name the campaign after the product. So I went ahead and named it Seat Cushion CBO1. And CBO, if you guys don't know, stands for Campaign Budget Optimization. ABO stands for Asset Budget Optimization. And the only thing that is different is where we're putting the budget. And on the CBO, you put the budget on the campaign level and you let it spread across the best performing ads and you let Facebook's AI do the hard work for you. On an ABO, you give it a fixed budget across every ad And then basically you just turn off or turn on things based off of what you see. Now, 10 times out of 10, I'm going to use the CBO because I get way better metrics, cheaper clicks, and Facebook knows my audience way better than I do, as this is a full data machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with CBO. When I scroll down, I'm gonna do campaign budget. I'm gonna go ahead and set the budget at $50. After that, we want to go ahead and click on next. And this right here is considered the campaign level. Now that we have the campaign level set up, let's go ahead and head over here to the ad set level. Now with these ad sets, we want to make sure that these ad sets are around angles. Angles are like marketing angles, which I talked to you guys about earlier. One angle could be old age. One angle could be office workers. One angle could be people who are constantly driving and behind the road. And then I want to categorize the ads to reflect that angle that I'm going after. And how the structure is going to be today is we're going to have one campaign, 3 different ad sets, so 3 different angles, and then 5 ads inside each angle, or just how many that you can at least fit with all the creatives that you do have available. So we're going to go ahead and name this ad set name office worker angle. Now we're going to come down and we're going to go ahead and select our data set. And our data set is our pixel. Now, if you don't have a pixel yet, just go ahead and scroll down here where it says create new data set. Name your pixel after your store, and then copy your pixel ID to make sure that it is active and that is firing. Once you create that pixel, all you need to do is come back over here to your Shopify app store, and then we want to go ahead and download this right here that says Facebook and Instagram. From there, we'll just go ahead and install the pixel tracking app. Literally just follow everything that is saying in here, and you want to paste the pixel ID into the app, and then everything should be set up and firing the right way. I went ahead and got the pixel created, so this is what we're going to go ahead and move forward with. Now for conversion event, we want to go ahead and do purchase, and then we want to set this up for the following night at midnight to get a full day's worth of spend. Scroll down. For the countries, I do like to start off with the United States first. Now, eventually I do target the top 5 countries. United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. But for every campaign and every product that I test, I always start off with the United States first. Because if you can crack the United States market, this is the hardest market to crack. And if you do well in this market, which you will because you've been prepped with all the things we've been teaching in this video, then when you're expanding to other markets, it's going to be so much easier. Now, also, you'll be seeing this button that says suggest an audience, where it's basically telling you that you can choose different ages, different genders, different detailed targeting. Here, the only thing that I change is I just make this 21 through 65 plus, and I don't do anything else. So I don't set up interest, I don't do detailed targeting, I don't limit the amount of reach that I can have in my ads. And that's basically it when it comes to the ad set. Now we're on the ad level, and here we want to go ahead and set up our first ad. And we're going to name this after the ad set, which is Office Worker Ad 1. We want to go ahead and select our Facebook page, which is super simple. You can literally just screenshot this right here. This will take you less than 1 minute to go ahead and create. After your Facebook page is created, you want to make sure you go ahead and select that in your ads manager. Scroll down where it says ad setup. Do manual upload. Then where it says main destination, you want it to be website. So for your website URL, you want this to be the product page of the main product that you're selling, not your general homepage link. So no, I will not be using the link on this page. I'll be using the link in this page because this is the actual product page link. And we don't want customers coming to our website being like, whoa, where's the product that I'm looking for? We want to direct them to exactly what they're looking for and why they're coming in the first place. So we copy that store URL, we come back over here to the Facebook Ads Manager, and we go ahead and input it. Now it's time to go ahead and set up our creative. So let's go ahead and set up our creative. Click video ad because we're running a video ad for this example. Scroll down to media, upload, and now we want to go ahead and upload our first ad. Okay, so now the ad is uploaded. Now we want to go ahead and name the ad set name, and we're going to go ahead and name this driving ad 1. And that is the first angle that we're going to be targeting with this product, is all the individuals who are using this product for a long drive. Now for the ad name, we want this to reflect the ad set as well. So I went ahead and named this driving ad 1.
Your butt is sore.
And obviously you're seeing the ad inside here is going towards people who are driving. And every single ad that's going to be inside this ad set will reflect that, because I want to know which angle is going to work the best and which ad inside of each angle is going to work the best. Okay, so now that we have that done, the next thing we need to do is go ahead and enter our primary text, our headline, and our description. Now again, I am no copywriter, and I'm not going to be somebody who's going to write this all manually. So what I'm going to do is come back over here to Ecom Boss, go to marketing, and come down to meta ads copy. We're going to go to select new product launch, ad objective being conversions and sales. I'm going to go to screenshot this right here for product service, unique selling point, and target audience. And now I'm going to take this information that it's asking, which is the product service, the unique selling point, and the target audience. I'm going to come back over here to Facebook ad library of our competitors. And I just said explain the product / service, unique selling point, and target audience, the same thing that it was asking me. And now just replace everything that has their name in it with the name of my product. So I went ahead and inputted the product / service. Here's the unique selling point, and the only thing I'm gonna add to this is specifically for people who drive for long hours, just so I can stick with the main angle that I'm going after. And then for target audience, I'm gonna go with the frequent traveler since that is the angle we're going after. So let's go ahead and click on generate. And as you see, it gave me multiple different primary texts, headlines, and descriptions. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one right here. All right, I got the primary text in. Let's go ahead and go back and get the headline and the description as well. And I mean, this thing's giving me so many different variations of things I can work with. And lastly, the description. Now that we have that entered, let's go ahead and choose our call to action, which should always be shop now. All right, just like that, we officially got our first ad set up. So now what I'm gonna do is duplicate this ad 2 times. And I'm not going to change anything besides the creative itself inside each one of them. And the creative is just a basic name for your video. So I'm not changing the ad copy, the headline, the text, how the CBO is functioning, the budget, nothing. So we're going to go ahead and name this one Driving Ad 2, and we'll go ahead and name this one Driving Ad 3. Now we're going to come in, we're going to go ahead and delete this video right here, and we're going to go ahead and replace it with our next video. So do the same thing as before. Go to media, go to upload, and now we're going to go to our second video. And then I'm going to follow that same format throughout. Now that you have the videos uploaded, the next step is just making sure that you choose the right thumbnail. Now you can let Facebook choose the thumbnail for you, which I do a lot of the time. But if you do want to customize this, you can come in, you can click edit media, edit video, click on thumbnail, manual, and then you can choose any one of these thumbnails here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and choose this one right here because it's showing the product in action and you can tell easily that they're in a car. So boom, just like that, we now have 3 ads that are going towards driving ad angle 1. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and click duplicate, number of copies 1, and now we're gonna name this office ad set angle 1. And now we're gonna name this after the next angle, which is for office workers. So we'll come back in and we'll start replacing all these videos to go after that angle. So remember, this one is around office workers. All we have to do is just tweak up the ad copy just a little bit. So instead of copying the frequent traveler, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the work from home / office professional, copy that, come back in here to Ecom Boss, paste this, and now it's gonna go ahead and generate me some new ad copy that I can work with right now. Look how quick that thing did. I mean, look how quick that worked. This is absolutely insane. So now I'm gonna go ahead and change up this ad copy to reflect this, to make it go around that angle. And then I'm gonna do the exact same thing for the headline and the description. And then everything else still stays the same in here, which is the call to action being shop now. So obviously you're now seeing our ad going towards the office angle right here for this ad set and all these ads. And then you're seeing the driving angle right here with all these ads under this ad set. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and duplicate this one more time, and we're gonna go ahead and do some still images and some carousel. So we'll do number of copies 1. And now this is going to be picture / still image angle 1. And now this one's gonna be picture / still image angle 3. And now what we're gonna go ahead and do is take advantage of the rest of the ad copy that we have. And now what we're gonna go ahead and do is trash the media that's inside here. And instead of a video this time, we're gonna go ahead and upload a still image. So click on add image, media. And now we're gonna go ahead and upload the still image of our product. All right, we got picture 1 in. I'm gonna go ahead and upload picture 2. And the last one I'm gonna go ahead and set up is a carousel. So all we have to do is scroll back up. And then right here instead of single image or video, go ahead and click on carousel. And here we just wanna go ahead and add in our image or video card. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these image cards and then just a couple more. And then we're just gonna set the headline and the description and the text to be all the same across the board. So now look at this. We have 9 different ads running around 3 different angles. We have picture and still image as our angle 3. We have driving as our angle 1 and office as our angle 2. Now here I would recommend duplicating this maybe like 1 or 2 more times, launching with at least like 10 to 15 ads on your first campaign. This is what's gonna give you the best understanding of what is working, what is the angle that's working, what is the best ad, and just enough data for you to feel confident with the decision of what you should be moving forward with. Now, after you have all of this uploaded, the next step that you need to do is just come down here and click publish. And now what's gonna happen is that Facebook is gonna take that $50 budget and it's going to spread across all these ad sets and honestly pour the money towards the things that are working the best, and it's most likely not gonna spend towards the ones that are not. That is the benefit of a CBO. Is you get to let AI do the hard work for you instead of you having to manually do all the work on every single ad set, managing the budget, and just praying and hoping that you know it's gonna work. Nah, the data and the AI are both smarter than you and me, and I would rather allow billions of dollars of ad data be able to make those decisions for me. But for now, once you go ahead and click publish, the campaigns are now gonna be processing, and then within a few hours, your ads will be live and spending. Now with that, most of the work is now officially done. But there's still one very important aspect that many people overlook, but will single-handedly determine whether you scale from here. And that's understanding the root causes behind problems that you'll run into, so you won't go broke optimizing the wrong thing. So here's how I troubleshoot the whole thing. I mean, looking at it, finding the problem and immediately giving it a solution. So here's a couple different examples, okay? If I'm running these ads and I notice that these don't get any clicks at all, I mean, I'm getting like no clicks on the ad or even to people on my website. Well, that means that your ad isn't stopping the scroll and people are just seeing it and continuously moving. They're going on along with their day and your ad just didn't do enough to catch your attention. So the fix here is you just need to test new hooks because your first 3 seconds are obviously not engaging it. So here you want to try a more dynamic opening, maybe show the problem more clearly or lead with a bold claim. Now let's say that's not your problem. You are actually getting clicks, people are coming to your website, but you're just not getting any add to carts. Well, people are interested enough to visit, but something on your product page is turning them off. So the fix here is you need to check your pricing against your competitors because you might be too expensive. Now, if that doesn't work, go into your store and act like a customer and ask yourself, literally, what is the problem? Even ask your friends and family to do it. Send them the ad, have them click on your product page, go throughout it and say, you know, what is throwing you off? Any feedback is good feedback. And the last thing you can do here is just add in more trust elements to your store to get people to honestly just be able to trust you. Once you've done those changes, the last thing you can do is just go ahead and improve your product images or your description, and then just honestly just make sure that your page loads fast. A lot of people don't realize that your store speed might be just too slow, and it's probably because you have way too many apps that I told you not to download earlier. Now, let's say that none of these are your problems. You are actually getting added carts, but nobody is purchasing. Well, you're actually close. People want it, but something is stopping them at the last second. So the fix here is just add a discount code. You can also add urgency to your sales page and even your add to cart page where you're saying things like only 3 left in stock or sales ends tonight. And the last step I would say is just simplify your checkout and remove any unnecessary fields. And if you need to, you might have to even offer free shipping. Now, if nothing is working across every ad set, like you're getting high clicks, you're not getting any website visitors, people are not adding it to cart, then you might have a product problem, where in this instance, the product might just be wrong, and that is okay. You see, this is a volume game. And to be realistic, if you're doing this all by yourself, I mean, you're not going to probably hit a winner on your first product. But every single time that you test a product, it's going to teach you something about what works, what doesn't. You see, the goal is to be able to get faster at testing so you can find the winner quicker. Where your next step from there, if nothing works, is just move on. Move to product number 2 and repeat the same process, but take advantage of the learning lesson that you had from the first one. All right, y'all, that is it. We just built a complete dropshipping store from scratch. And if you followed along, you have a live store right now that can actually take orders. Now, here's what I need you to understand is that this might not work on the first try. You might test this product and it flops. That's fine. Test another one. See, the goal isn't to find a winner on day one. Goal is to get your first sale and to prove to yourself that this works and believing in yourself work. Because once you get that first sale, I'm telling you right now, every single thing changes and you know it's real. You know you can do it. And from there, it's just about scaling. But by far the hardest part is you have to start. Now, you've got this far, so I 100% know that you're serious about this business model. So now what I wanna do is I wanna give back to you. And I wanna help you out even more by showing you how to enter a free competition where the winners receive up to $100,000 in funding to scale their own Shopify stores. You see, a few weeks ago, me and Shopify, we hopped on a call and they sat there and tried to tell me that there weren't enough people genuinely teaching beginners how to build stores that actually work. And I was like, nah, not my audience, not my people, not with what I teach. So I decided, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bet you. I'm gonna bet Shopify $100,000 that my audience could do it. And you wanna know what? They took that bet. And that's how the Auto Ecom Challenge got started. A 90-day competition where you build and scale a Shopify store and the winners get up to $100,000 in cash funding. And again, you can enter this challenge for 100% free with the link below this video. All you need is a Shopify store to get started, which I already just showed you how to do. And while you're competing in this challenge, you'll be getting weekly coaching calls with myself and my team, 7-day-a-week chat support to answer all your questions, and custom implementation plans to help you build it. That way we can hold you accountable and ensure that we can support you along your journey of winning this $100,000 cash. It's free to enter and the link is in the description down below. So from here, I gotta let you loose. And if you want more help with product research specifically, watch my video on how to find $10,000 per month winning dropshipping products. I'll see you in that video. This is AC with Supreme Ecom, and I'm out.